Hi, this is Dr. Greg Gillum, CEO of Human Fusion, and I wanted to take the time to just thank you for being a part of our community that we're trying to grow. If you look on Facebook, there is not any management-related groups that are specifically looking at trying to better the management practice. And so I feel like we have a very unique niche, and I'm just very glad that you're a part of it. I hope it's helpful for you to see all of the articles, the videos that are produced. I hope that it's making you a better manager, making you to think in different ways, it's just going to grow from here. I hope that over the next few months we're going to see several dozen people join the group. I'm in front of a lot of people in the next few months, and so that tends to kind of stimulate some growth organically. So I hope that you'll see lots more people come on board. Now, I just wanted to remind everybody what we do at Human Fusion. A lot of times, this kind of gets lost in the shuffle. We do three things, basically. Number one, we assess managers. So we use normative behavioral assessment. You're probably familiar with DISC or the Myers-Briggs or the Enneagram. Any of those things, any of those assessments are good, but they are ipsative. They label you, but they don't give me as a coach predictive validity in terms of how you're going to behave in a certain situation. That's why I use normative behavioral assessment. So if you say, hey, Greg, assess me as a manager, then I'm going to run your profile against management-related competencies, and it's going to show me where your stress levels are, and it's going to allow me to coach you through situations much, much better than using an instrument like the DISC assessment or Myers-Briggs. So that's number one. We make sure that you understand where your strengths lie and where your weaknesses are, so that you have a very clear picture of who you are as a manager of people. The second part is a natural extension of assessment, and that's just coaching. So I went to the Coaches Training Institute. I graduated from there in 2005 with a CPCC designation. Very few coaching schools give credentials, and that's very important to me. I have a big value around being competent, being credentialed, and so the first thing I did coming out of the pharmaceutical industry was seek out a school that provided a very strong training program and actually awarded credentials. And so the CPCC, after my name, is a professional coaching designation. Very few coaches actually have that kind of designation. Now, more and more are as we grow as an industry, but few do at this point. So be careful about who you call on to coach you. I think it's very important, but just make sure that the person is competent, because there's a lot of incompetent coaches out there. And then the final thing that we do here is training. We do outcomes-based training, so we spend a lot of time. In fact, I spent 3 hours this morning with a manager in a concrete company who wants to develop a training program. And so we spend a lot of time thinking through the outcomes that we want to see, and then that training will then be delivered in a very deliberate way, and then follow-up occurs after that to make sure that the training actually sticks, so the return on investment is there. A lot of training falls through the cracks because there's not a very deliberate, intentional process. So that's what we do here at Human Fusion. We love managers. We love seeing you succeed. And we assess you, we coach you, and we train you. And if you're interested in more, just please, email me. It doesn't cost you a thing to email me, just a few minutes of your time. If you're interested in any of those areas, greg@humanfusion.com. Go to the website. You can contact me there as well. And we want to see you be a very, very successful manager. Have a great day.